Hello friends, in today's video lectures we will see that atomic packing factor, that is packing efficiency in solid state. In last video we saw two-dimensional and three-dimensional arrangement of packing in solids, that how constituent particles that is going to arrange in a two-dimension and three-dimensional, so that we will get a different types of crystal lattice. So packing efficiency, or it is also called as efficiency of packing, that means how much packing or how much space is occupied by constituent particles during the formation of crystal lattice. So packing efficiency is expressed as atomic packing factor, or it is also called as packing density. Okay, atomic packing factor is also called as a packing efficiency. Therefore it is defined as a fraction of space occupied by atom in a unit cell. That means how much space which is occupied by atom in a unit cell in order to form the crystal, that is called as a packing efficiency or atomic packing factor. Everybody understood? It is also defined as it is the ratio of volume of atoms in unit cell to the volume of unit cell relating the structure. That means how much volume occupied by given number of atom with respect to the volume of whole unit cell, that ratio becomes a atomic packing factor. So in equation they have, it is given that APF means what? Atomic packing factor is equal to volume occupied by atoms in unit cells divided by volume of unit cell, right? To know the atomic packing factor in various lattice, one should understand the following factors. So to understand the packing efficiency of a solids, you should know some important meanings. That is, one is edge length, other is nearest neighboring distance between two atoms, that is radius, twice of radius, that is the, you can see that how to r you have to calculate. Let's say this is a one constant particle and this will be another constant particle. So the radius of one sphere, if you double that, it become a radius of, it will become we can say a diameter of one sphere. So that is called as 2r. This is 1r, this will be another r, so that is called as a 2r. Number of atoms per unit cell is denoted by n, volume of atom is denoted as v, and volume of unit cell is denoted as v. So this term you have to remember to understand the atomic packing factor. Let us study packing density of some solids. We'll see that. First is packing efficiency in simple cubic crystals. So you know what is simple cubic crystals? Simple cubic crystal is such a crystals we saw in a 7 crystal system, that when all sides of that unit cell is same and all angles are also same, that is equal to also 90, then that crystal lattice is also called as a cubic lattice. In that cubic crystals or cubic system, if all constant particle is present at the 8 corner of the cube, then it is called as a simple cubic unit cell or simple cubic type of system. So in a simple cubic unit cell, as we know that, you know that how cube is looking. Everybody saw that actually. So cubic system. There are 8 constant particles or 8 atoms are present at the 8 corner of the cube, and each corner contribute 1/8 portion of that atom. So you can see in diagram also. In a cube there are actually there are 8 corners. You can see this is one corner, this will be another, this will be another, 4 5 6 7 8. So in a simple cubic crystal there is a 8 constant particle present at the 8 corner of the cube, and in every corner only 1/8 portion is occupied by that atom. Okay, so if you want to calculate the number of atoms which are present in unit cells, then you can write 1/8 multiplied by 8. 1/8 portion occupied by one atom multiplied by 8 atoms which are present at the 8 corner. So total number of atoms will be what? 1 atom. If you combine 1/8 portion of all 8 atoms which are present at 8 corner of the cube, then actually you will get what? How many number of atoms? You will get one atom. Now in that case, if A is the edge length of cubic unit cell and R is the radius of that atom, then let me see, if A is the, what is this A? A is the edge length. Let's say this is the edge length A, and R is the radius of that atom. Then what is R actually? R is equal to A upon 2, or what is A is equal to, which is also mentioned, A is equal to 2R. So A is what? Edge length. That edge length is equal to 2R. So this is 1R, this is another R of these two sphere. So when you combine together you will get a 2R, that becomes the edge length. Okay, so once you get the value of A, which is equal to 2R, then you should know that volume of unit cell. You know the volume of unit cell? Volume of unit cell is A cube. Volume of unit cell is equal to A cube. Okay, so here A is equal to 2R, that means it becomes what? 2R cube. 2R cube. If you solve that, 2R cube is, what is the cube of 2? That is 8R cube. So volume of unit cell is 8R cube. Everybody understood that? Now you should also understand that volume of one atom. Atom is considered as a sphere, and you should know the volume of sphere in geometry. In geometry we saw that in previous classes as well as in lower classes, volume of sphere, that is equal to what? 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube. That is called as a volume of one atom, small v, right? Small v. Now if you have a volume of one atom and if you have the volume of whole unit cell, then packing efficiency is very easily calculated. Atomic packing fraction or atomic packing factor is equal to volume occupied by one atom divided by volume of unit cells. So volume occupied by one atom is 4 by 3 pi r cube. volume occupied by one atom is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and volume of unit cell is 8 r cube. Everybody understood? Now here if you solve that, then here r cube get cancelled, right? Then this is 3 is in denominator, so you just take it as down. So 4 upon 3 into 8, 4 pi upon 3 into 8. So if you solve that, 3 into 8 is what actually 24, right? So if you directly write that, here become what? 24. So 4 1s are 4, 4 6 are 24. So it becomes what? Pi upon 6. What is the value of pi? Which is 180. So 180 upon 6 is equal to 0. Sorry, not a pi value of pi value is 3.14 divided by 6. You know the value of pi, which is 3.14 divided by 6. You will get what answer? 0.524. So that means if you want that in percentage, then you will get what? 0.524 and multiply by 100 becomes what? 52.4% is the packing. That means in simple cubic crystal, if you arranged all the constant particles in such a way that only 52.4% space is occupied in whole unit cells. So how much percentage of space is unoccupied? That is called as a percentage of ovoid space. So 100 minus 54.4, that is called as 47.6% space which is remains unoccupied in a simple cubic crystals. Everybody understood that? So what we saw in a simple cubic crystal systems, if there are 8 constant particles present at the 8 corner of the cube, in such cases only one actually in whole unit cell there is only one atom is present if you count only one portion of every corner. So at that time you should know some values like edge length of that simple cubic crystal will be A is equal to 2r, or r is equal to A upon 2, and volume of unit cell A cube is equal to 2r cube, which is a 8r cube. Volume of one atom is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Then you know the atomic packing factor F is equal to volume occupied by one atom divided by volume of unit cell, which becomes 4 by 3 pi r cube upon 8 r cube. If you solve that, you will get pi upon 6, which is equal to 0.524. So packing efficiency for such a type of unit cell is 52.4%. That means near about half portion of that such a packing remains unoccupied. That is called as percentage of ovoid space, which is remains empty. So that's why in simple cubic crystal system, density of such a unit cell is less as compared to body centered cubic structure as well as face centered cubic lattice. So that you have to remember. So this is very important concept we saw in today's lecture. So this is enough for today's lectures. Okay.